Well, hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute since I've done a video. I apologize for that. But today, we're back testing something cool. The Line 6 Variax. Now, this is an older model, but man, when these first came out, they were expensive and cool, and I always wanted to have one, but I could never really afford to get my hands on one. But I scored this puppy on eBay for 250 bucks. So I'm excited to test it out and let you guys know if this guitar is still worth it or relevant. Do the models sound good? We're gonna find out. Let's check it out. Alright guys, few things about what we're doing today before we jump into this. I am recording everything today through my Line 6 HX Stomp. I will be using the matchless jump patch from Worship Tutorials, and I use a lot of their patches and they are all great. And that's what I'm doing, going direct into my audio interface, no processing, anything like that. Also, a few things about this guitar. This is the Line 6 Variax 300, one of the first models they made. I don't know what year this one was made. I'm guessing it's 10 to 15 years old would be my guess. But I own a lot of guitars out there, and this one plays incredibly well. The neck is super comfy, and it plays awesome. I own a lot of Tellys and other guitars, and this one plays just as good as anything I own. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna run these amps. I'll try to do some rhythm stuff, a little bit of like picking stuff, and then at the end of the video, we'll switch over to the acoustic models, which this I feel like does a pretty good job. I think, like I said, where this thing really shines is like cover band, bar band type gigs in a live situation. Could probably even be used in a church situation too. But I play in a band that we do primarily country and rock stuff, and I think I'll get a little bit of mileage out of this guitar, especially for stuff that you need a little bit more, like humbuckers on, or other songs need tellies on. You can switch it right on the guitar, which is super cool. So I think I might get some mileage out of this. I'm super excited. So let's jump into how it sounds. Here we go. Alright, so there you have it. There's all the electric models, actually most of them. There's a few more that are in there, but those are the majority of them. Let me know what you think in the comments. I think it sounds pretty good. A few of the humbucker models sound a little muddy on the low end, I think, and then like the Strat and Telly lack a little bit of brightness. But I think you could fine-tune that in your patches if you're using a pod or a helix or a stomp. I think you could definitely tweak those in a live situation to fit the guitars per patch, per song. But pretty incredible. Let's jump into the acoustic sounds and see where we go from there. Alright friends, here we are moving on to the acoustic models inside this guitar. We have 5 different acoustic models. You can select each one from the guitar switch pickup, which would normally be a selector switch for the pickups, but in this case it changes the models of guitar. So we're going to run through those and let me know what you guys think. The first one here is a Martin 6-string acoustic. Gibson J200 Jumbo. Alright, Martin 12-string now. So let's hear and check out what that sounds like. Here's a Guild 12-string. And the last one we're ending on is a small-bodied Martin. So let's check it out. So there you have the acoustic guitars. The last thing I'm going to hit on is the resonator setting. There are 5 settings in that. You get a few resonator guitars, a sitar. The one I'm only going to play for you guys is the banjo. It's really the only usable one that I think I would ever use. And I'm a terrible banjo player. In fact, I only play 6-string banjos. So let that be a word of warning to you. But this is what it sounds like. And I think it could be very well received in a live setting. There it is. So, alright, that is my review of the Line 6 Variax 300. Do I think it's worth it? Yeah. I think you get a lot of cool features and guitars. And like I said, in a live setting with a helix or a stomp or a pod, you could get a lot of mileage out of this thing. And I think that would be cool. And also, you can even power this thing from your pod or your Helix. The Stomp you cannot, but some of the older pods like the HD 500 or the X3 Live will power this thing with an Ethernet cord. This also came with a power supply, which I'm not running today. It did come with that in my eBay auction. I'm just running a standard 1/4-inch cord right into my Stomp today, and I'm using a 9-volt battery, which they claim you can get 3 or 4 hours out of, but I have not tested that out yet. But if you're really going to use it in a gig, you'd probably just hook the power supply up to it or run it through your Helix or your one of your older pods, and that would work. But for the money, like I said, you can find these. It's about the cheapest one I saw. I was the only bidder on it, so I'm not sure if they're nobody's buying these or what, but I think you can snag these for under $300 all day long, and you're getting a really cool tool to use in your live cover band setting, or maybe even your church worship team if you don't want to bring multiple guitars. If you need a song with humbuckers and you need a song with a Tele or a Strat pickup, like some single coils, this would do it. So I look forward to getting some mileage out of this thing and using it over the years. So let me know what you thought about it in the comments. All right, thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.